are able to get out that Feather Storm and then freely hit, you do output so much damage onto people running at you. And this is really all West Point can do, is run at you. There's not really any other play. It is press R. Try and find what you can. Now, Runes, anything take your surprise? I think everything's very standard.
It looks pretty normal to me. The only thing I'd question is maybe the first strike on the Jace. I think it probably is the best pickup, but I can't remember what the Jace took in the last Malphite matchup. I think it might have been Phase Rush? Could have even been Conqueror, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't first strike. So mainly just looking to see how this one plays out differently. Because the matchup last time, I mean, as we know, it's pretty hard for Jace, especially if you don't manage to get any sort of MR or anything early. Level 1 ward there dropped in the river. I guess mainly respecting Jarvan starting red and trying to cross to blue. That is the main reason. Not going to be that, though, anyway, as Rallier will be leashing on top. Jinji is going to solo start these Raptors here.
Now, Shock, do you think West Point go into their scrims now that Rally is in Taiwan and just don't even bother practicing with him on tanks? They just put him on whatever carry he wants to play and see how it goes?
I guess so, because I mean, him just picking the Yone here up blind, especially against RJ, who's like, I feel like RJ's top pull might be the best into Yone, right? He's got the Poppy, the Kennen, and the Gragas, all which feel matchups that are kind of hard.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed, I guess, by Rallier's confidence, but I do wonder if maybe it's not bravery and just a bit of stupidity.
And you have to mention the Renekton and the Rumble as well that he also plays that were banned. So like you can't even expend bans onto all the champs he could have played. I almost would have liked to have perhaps seen the Gragas just to round out their damage profile a little bit better. Because again, I think it is a huge loss con for them. Really, if anyone's to fall behind, I guess in particular Jinjir and Maple, it will make dealing with this Malphite really hard.
I think so. And Malphite is just one of those tanks that once it gets ahead, you're pretty much never going to kill it ever again. Mainly because of the attack speed slow. You know, normally your ADs are the ones that can eventually deal with the tanks, but feels versus Malphite not to be. It is kind of vulnerable early on, though. I mean, you don't often see Malphite picking up CS leads or anything like that. Against Jace is sometimes a different story. Just the cheese wheel poke can be too much.
I want to say this lane is going better for Maple than the last time we saw the Jace Malphite.
It does seem that way.
And top lane obviously going in favor of Arjo already. We saw the early trades going on not so long ago. Both junglers finishing their clear now on the bot side. Is it going to be a fight over the scuttle? It looks like 665 will be first to it if it is to happen, as well as the smite was just used by Jinjir.
Oh, Dragon Drag was just used there.
Yeah, and if you feel like Jace is stronger, but without mana, certainly cannot join. And so it will just be the scuttle going over. Now 665, is he just going to cross mid and get the other one? I think he can too. Although it is priority here for Arja. And Arja on the Poppy should be a lot stronger than Yone at this stage of the game. A lot of it can come down to how many lethal tempo stacks can be built up early, as both smites will be available here. But 665 confirms himself both of these Scuttle Crabs.
Nice little pickup for him there. Top has been trading fairly heavily. Arja doesn't have any Corrupt Impulse left. Still has a couple biscuits. That's a big wave. Can he hold it off the tower? Because if he can, it would set up nicely for Jinji to come have a look, have a go at top lane later. Phase Rush was just used though. Does that stop him? I think it does.
Looks like it didn't.
Oh, wow.
Oh no. Oh,
where's he going?
Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Every summoner has just been used, except for Woody's flash and Marco's flash, but it's going to be a stun now landed onto Char. Char will be able to just jump on out of that situation.
Yep. Feels like you're pretty happy with how that went as PSG. Although, you are forced to recall first. Maybe they're staying for more.
Oh, okay, this could be really bad. Is the root going to land? Char will use the Ignite here. Doesn't look like Woody...
That was very one-sided.
Yeah, that was an int.
Without even having to invest flash.
Oh, 665's here, though. There is still flash available for both of these bot laners.
Yeah. That's a big problem, right? We said that if the Xayah does get strong, it's one of the hardest members to deal with, especially with your pretty much full engage comp. And now picking up the first blood in an isolated 2v2 without even having to invest any flashes. Feels like Waku kind of got away with it there.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you've been seeing the opposite kind of happen to Waku a lot lately, of falling behind early. So nice to see that he's able to pick it up.
Yeah, it feels really weird for Char to just walk into the bush. I guess he thought that the recall was going on in the bush behind it, but just face checks, gets pulverized, and... Oh, Arja finding a really nice trade. Cancels a couple auto attacks, though. Fate Sealed will be used, and Relia will be able to get out, but that is a big cooldown utilized here out of the Yone. And with the Berserker Greaves up against this Barmy Cinder, should certainly favor Arja. As long as not too many of those W trades come out. There's a really nice way for Yone to poke away at tanks.
Nolly's got the wave frozen there, and there's a lot of gank threat. They're going to maybe look for something in the river. Woody needs to be a little careful here.
Well, Flag and Drag misses, though. Now Maple finds the Shock Blast, but doesn't do all that much damage. As Grand Entrance will go wide.
Feels like a lot could happen around this Dragon fight, though. There are ults here for some pretty key members.
Oh, okay. This is a big trade there for Arja.
Okay, Prage no flash.
Yeah, Woody, though, doesn't have any cooldowns anymore, and Jinjia will utilize that phase rush, flash away from the Flag and Drag. Malphite in the area is just hovering. Maple just above him, so keeping good tabs on where this Malphite has gone to.
It feels very hard for Jace to enter the river. Jace is pretty low on mana. He does have the TP, though, and Nui does not. I'm not sure how that happened. I guess he just forced him to base first, but that's pretty good. I mean, this Jace can just base TP, and honestly might need to. I'm not sure if he knows about this. He at least suspects, but I don't think they ever got confirmation.
Are we getting an AP Malphite, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
Well, they have no other AP.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, maybe he will.
And
because I think it's pretty common that you go these just for early game anyway. I'll hold that thought. We might see a fight onto bot side.
Oh, this might not be so good, although 665's in the area. Wako trying to trade back. Doesn't have the flash. He was to confirm it. In fact, Woody gets that one.
Wako is 6.
Yeah, Wako is 6. It's going to be Prage going down as well. Is he going to be able to find the kill onto 665?
We win those.
Storm. All right, Wako doesn't have the confidence in himself, as well as Nuli coming down.
He's 2-0 now, though.
Yeah. This can be very problematic here for West Point. Pretty much the one member you don't want to get fed.
Especially if you're going to play AP Malphite.
It's Tank Maokai. So this Malphite...
That's weird.
Honestly, now it does feel like... We'll take a look at the replay first, but I'll come back to that.
And it feels like West Point's bot lane is just a bit too weak to do this. I think they probably shouldn't be the ones to engage either. I think no flash on Alistair means that if you let Jarvan go first, pretty good chances.
Well, Fate Seal comes
what
out.
Happened here?
Jinjia just getting absolutely annihilated. Arjun now trying to run away. Ooh. Keep his verdict, will land, but it's only going to land there onto Nuli's Malphiters. Relia getting so low. Arjun's so close to winning it, but won't have it in him. It was the 3v2. Charles roam up there, saving the day, really.
Pretty nice there. And okay, it looks like that Malphite will be going tank, which I think is the best choice.
This is like 2 full AD team comps, button heads at this stage.
Okay, maybe they can stop here. Cooldowns have already been used.
Yeah, Maple. Oh my god, look at the damage.
Yeah, that is the Dirk Jace that comes through. Can they sneak this away, though? There is no smite.
They need this to reset.
They need to play this really, really slow. I like what Maple's doing here.
Jinji is here with Nature's Grasp. It's vulnerable. Oh, they're going to get it, as well as Maple picks up a kill again there onto 665. And while Malphite should have a good time into this Jace, the Jace is now 2-0.
Yeah. It's really sad there for West Point. This initial engage onto these two PSG members here was really, really good. They've just got so much CC, and Arja lived for so long, but didn't end up mattering in the end. And you feel like after that, you can just give the Herald if you need to. You've already used so many cooldowns, so many ults, and you're a very ult-focused team. But now they give over 2 kills to Maple, which is... I mean, he was really good at snowballing on the Jace.
He's got an Eclipse, so I think I like that.
Yeah, it's a good pickup.
Yeah. Instead of going the Duskblade, having a bit more percentage health, as well as the armor
yeah, the armor
pen,
I think, is the big one. Nice little trade there. It's 43 gold. I am glad it is Tank Malphite, though. I'm a little surprised by the Barmies on the Maokai, though. feels like you would much prefer something like, you know, just a demonic Leandry game.
You know what's like difficult, right? Is like you're up against a full AD team comp, but by going tank, you are also now a full AD team comp.
That is true, yeah.
So there are going to be, at one stage of this game, if it goes late enough, some absolute mega tanks that will just never die.
It's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, Barney's is magic damage.
That's what I was going to say. It's going to end up being PSG who pick it up because they have the Sunfire capes.
True. They have a 2-to-1 advantage in the Sunfires.
Although Yone does do magic damage.
That is true. So does Tristana ult.
And Rakan. Imagine if we just saw the Rakan and Woody and Char just going full AP support. That would be so good.
It could be the Everfrost Rakan game. Maple, though, he has Flash, is looked at. And Maple managing not to die at all early game to this Jarvan Malphite at level 6 is pretty good. This fight is starting up. I think this is a very PSG-favored fight, unless West Point can find some miracle engage.
Yeah, Nature's Grass comes out now. Pretty much means West Point can't do anything. Woody, though, Hex Flash over. Tried to look for something. Oh! Nuli takes 0 damage there from that poke. Does take a lot when you go all in, though.
Yep. Nice trades for Maple. Definitely looks a lot better than the last time we saw this matchup. Oh yeah, he trades back a fair amount of gold onto the top side, and I think Relia's Yone could be a problem later on in the game. But it does feel like for now, Arja's got him under control.
Yep, already a lot of armor coming out for this Poppy. It's the second time now that Arja's been able to pick Poppy into a full AD team comp. Herald comes down. Going to get gold there onto the exact member you want that gold to be on. Oh,
he's going to be forced away.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
The mega tank.
Oh, he actually got some.
Yeah, okay,
he hit it recently, yeah. Okay, now there's the Sunfire on the Malphite completed. He's TPing back to mid. 2v2s around them should be decent.
Does have 3 Dark Seal stacks. Oh, okay,
he's
nice.
He's going to take a lot of damage here. Cleanse,
yeah.
wait.
Cleanse used on nothing, so is going to force out that flash as well, as he didn't have the cleanse available for the Alistair stun.
That is a huge loss. Both your Tristana sums for no reason, especially when the jungler is kind of trying to set stuff up in your lane. Ooh, Barco almost found there. Did have sums though, so probably would have been able to get out eventually. It's a lot of gold on those PSG carries. And they've got a first dragon as well, so everything's kind of looking good there. It really just comes down to can West Point find their wombo in the team fights, as well as what can Relia get done in the side lane. You probably will expect him to go towards something like the Hull Breaker.
Blade of the Rowan King,
yeah,
surely.
I think, what did he do last time? Was it Kraken Bork Hull Breaker?
No, it was just Kraken Hull Breaker,
okay.
And then I don't even know what he got after. But he's not having such a good time in these trades.
No, feels like you might have just needed to go for the Bork. First, almost.
I mean, you are up against... Oh, okay. Ooh. Unstoppable Force comes out, but there's no follow-up.
Yeah, Woody stops that follow-up.
Woody's just crazy. Maple very low, though. It's the Mega Tank battle. Char is just going to get that shutdown there onto Maple, utilizing that quickness and grand entrance. And
no one takes any damage.
This is an insane team fight. Health bars are not moving as Arzek comes in to make them not move a little bit more, although he will claim himself a kill. And on the backside... Wako picks up a solo kill there at some stage against Relia. Oh, RJ locates himself a Malphite. Wet noodle fight continues up here in the top side of the red jungle. And after all is said and done, it's 4 kills there for PSG.
Yeah, I do not know what happened, and it might not be done
It continues.
Wait, I think you should go for the tower, no?
Maple's coming.
He has no sums. I think you should have gone for the tower.
Jim G is here as well. I'm so sorry, little Prage. Oh, you're getting absolutely demolished, and Maple's picking himself up another.
Damn, that's PSG really coming out big after that fight. They got so much gold. I'm not sure what even happened. So, take a look at Woody here. I mean, he stops this follow-up engage from 665, which is pretty important.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Because that would have been Maple's flash forced out very early. Crucially, though, Maple did step up a far and was charmed up by Char and taken down. Nothing but tanks really left over here, but I think 665 somehow ended up under the tower against Jujia.
I want to see Wako just killing Relia. Oh,
he TP'd on a half HP and just died. Wow.
And his fate was in fact sealed.
And Char tried to get out. He even vested the flash and didn't. So big misexecution in that fight cost West Point big. They're now down a pretty significant amount of gold. And Wako, the one member you really didn't want to see get fed, is now 4-0.
Yeah. Very, very strong Zaya here. Has his Kraken Slayer almost on the Navori. I want to say, if you saw that team fight at the end there, Wako just wailing away at Char without any feathers stacked.
Yeah.
I play a lot of Zaya, and it feels so pathetic when you run out of your feather stacks, especially early game because you don't have the Navori, so they don't come up very fast. It feels like your autos are just doing like 10% damage, even though they're not doing that much less. It does truly feel like you're such a weaker champ. Meanwhile, though, in the game, it is going to be a tower there found, picked up. It's going to be Nuli claiming that one. Rift Shield, though, going down mid, and 4 members strong of PSG is going to force out the recall here from Nuli. It should be 665 coming back soon, although he hasn't channeled it yet. Maybe he's going to look for a flank. In fact, he is. But there's just so much vision around it. Will not matter.
Gets a charge out on that tier 3. I believe that one heals up, though, to 33% maybe? I can't remember quite how that works. Baron, or not Baron, Dragon. 5 more seconds here. Looks like PSG. Oh, Wako. He's being engaged on. Has everything, though.
Okay. Oh, my God. Is it a follow-up? Okay, there it is. This guy should be going down. It's 800 gold there picked up by Nuli. But the tank battle begins. Arzik comes in from the flank. Maple, maybe the only damage left alive on either side, although Rally are now turning up. Nuli getting down fairly low. It is going to take a while for him to eventually go down. He will, though. It's Jinjia who picks up that one as Rallia doesn't really have the damage to answer back at this point. And while Wako was found there, it is a nice shutdown onto Nuli. It's still PSG picking up the win.
I do, and will they set their eyes on Dragon? Looks like resets will come out first before they do so. Maple's just going to head to that bot side. And the gold on Nuli, I think it is pretty useful, especially up against a very AD-heavy team comp. But I do wonder if maybe it's better on someone else. I mean, ultimately, there was no one else there that really could pick it up that it would be valuable on. So you do the best with what you have.
I think the 80 carry item discrepancy is just going to be what really seals the deal here.
Yeah, and I wonder why they forced so hard on Wako there, because he had everything up. And while they did get his shutdown, they didn't win the fight. They didn't get any objectives off it.
I also wonder why they have a Tristana as their 80 in a full 80 comp. It feels like she almost offers the least in terms of just straight up damage when it comes up against armor. Maybe I'm just delusional, but it does feel like other 80 carriers have some form of magic damage in their kit a lot of the time, or even can utilize things like the static shiv. Might have been good here.
Is it getting forced away from this tower? And while they're trading back gold onto the Malphite top, it feels like you're giving too much gold to PSG carries. I mean, maybe you just have no choice, but this does not feel
Rallia.
good.
Oh, buddy, you've missed the Fate Sealed, and oh, he's finding a little bit of damage, but one auto attack should...
Yeah, nice little tap. Gets him.
Nice patience by Maple. Manages to find that one out there, and with that, feels like this mid lane tower not long for the world. Wako in prime position to start auto attacking this. Bomb does go onto his head, but...
Are they just going to walk up and take this inhib?
Only recalling.
Okay, Jarvan, 665's got the longest flank of all time.
Yeah, he's going for the long con.
Rallia's not up, though, so he can't TP just yet.
Yeah, meanwhile, Maple getting to work there on that bot side tower. Char going in, will find the knock up on a Woody, but he is just stunned up. He's going down. Even uses the quickness there.
Yep, and still just disappeared. I think Jarvan has been spotted out.
Oh, Praise now does flash away, but he's grounded and he's gone down as well.
That looks fun.
This is just unreal. This game is so confusing. There's so much CC on both sides and so little damage. Although with PSG's gold lead, it does feel like they just are a step above. 665 actually looking like he's going to win this trade. Is forcing out the flash and the Q.
Oh.
The shield from Eclipse might have been what made the difference there. As it's going to be Maple picking himself up yet another. It's 5-1-2 now on this Jace, as well as Wako, of course, 6-1-2 on the Zaya. Feels like you're in a pretty unlosable position.
Yeah, I think the 80 gap especially now is just far too large. And the score somehow feels like just a couple team fights later is 5-17. There's 2 dragons already picked up for PSG.
Now, question, do you think, in a game like this, do you think that going LDR before the Navori might just mean you do more damage? Because I get that you're going to have longer cooldowns, but the percentage health alongside the armor pen might just mean you do more anyway.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh, another engage comes out.
More CC. 665 does get the flag and drag channeled there, but it's Azia coming around the side, will find the stun. Junjia probably has a Bramble smash. In fact, he doesn't, but would he now? Oh, nice headbutt pulverized. Finds two, Rallia being one of them, and then he takes the accelerated shock blast on the back end, means he's now at half health. It's alongside Char. But PSG turning their attention towards this Baron. In fact, maybe just setting up a death bush. Will be spotted out, though, by this control ward.
Love how after all that was used, no one went down.
Yeah, Junjia coming in.
It's not over, though.
That is not the guy you're going to do damage to. Oh, nice stun there found by Wako, and it's going to be Azia on the back line. Grand entrance will not be found here onto anyone of importance as Praise. He's trying to do his best, but he's not really doing anything.
Oh, look at the
1, 2, 3. He's getting in fourth. 4. Oh, Buster Shot 4, 5. 5 auto attacks, and Azi's at full health.
I think he might have been doing more damage to himself from the Bramble there. But now PSG can just go and pick up this Baron. Really doesn't feel like there's anything to stop them.
2,000 damage.
Oh, he actually did more than I thought.
I think a lot of that was not when we were seeing it at the end, but yeah.
Does feel like the Yone is having a very hard time, though. I mean, there is just so much CC, and he's still so squishy. That's really the thing with the champ, is that you kind of have to build damage early, so it's not until 3, 4, even 5 items that you're getting very tanky on this champ. And so if there is a lot of CC, especially the Poppy Maokai, though, it is really, really tough to find any sort of damage here. There's a nice shock blow. I mean, look at this. Rallia, as a champ that needs the DPS, is already basically dead before the fight starts. And there really just is no hope of winning these fights, not when you're this far behind. I mean, you can see Arja's, he's untouched. Rage would need a good, I don't know, 30 seconds of hitting him for free, and Arja would still probably kill him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think by then the Thornmail might just end up killing the Tristana.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty out of hand here. Now a 10,000 gold lead. How much will PSG go for with this Baron? They are going to find Nuli here.
All right, let's see all the damage. All right.
The Sunfire
When does it start? Oh my god, it's Maple.
Oh, he has no flash.
Uno reverse card. Maple has absolutely decimated 665 in his own pit, and Rally has teleported in. You're not going to want any of this smoke. He flashes forward, but misses.
Oh, no.
Absolutely everything.
Oh, he's gone.
He's back on 80 ping.
All right, I think it's done. They have Maple's TP. I think they will just play for the end. Oh,
yeah, just teleporting in. Maple does have teleport as well. Is going to commit that. So this mid lane inhib should be not long for the world. And yes, you have 2 members alive, but you barely do any more. It's more like 1 member alive, and even then you don't do any damage to these absolute mega tanks of PSG. And it feels bad. It feels like at this point, West Point should be losing this game, and now it's really, really going to be on Frank losing some games, as well as Hellpigs not being able to win more than them, for them to be able to get a playoffs berth. Fight does break out, though. Charmed up. Stunned up his Char. He manages to get out, but it's 665 who pays for it. And whoa!
What the?
Arja will send them back to their base as Nuli does go in. Wako is finding quite a lot of damage, and despite the mega tanks, it's a triple kill here for Maple. He's looking for a Penta on the base. Oh, it's a Quadra.
Wait,
it's a Quadra. Rally is the last alive. Go in there, boys. Get in there. In we go. It's the Penta. He gets it at the end. Oh, I didn't know he was going to get it.
Wow.
But right on time.
Right on time. Yeah.